different statuses. Okay, now let's move forward with that. FICA IMG, convergent invoicing, basic functions, consumption item classes. Okay, so I think we generated the maintenance dialog C102. Okay, till here it is done. Next step, come out of consumption item classes and go to consumption item management. Like previously it was billable item classes, and here we had billable item management. So come out of here. Now activate classes for consumption item. This one also you would have done activate classes for billable item. So come here and add our new entry here, Z102, and save. Okay, so this is done. Next step is also similar. Define processing rule for consumption items. So whenever we will receive the seats, what will happen to the status? Will we receive as raw seat or rateable seat? This configuration also we have done. So come here, define processing rules for consumption item. So add our consumption item new entry Z102, and here also upload rule. There are different rules. So blank means all items as checked. One means add all item as raw data. I will not put all of them as raw because some of them can be completed as well. Two means as items with error as raw data. This one we also picked when we did billable item. We chose this one too. That is correct ones put as rateable and incomplete ones put as raw, so that we don't lose the revenue. Okay, we don't lose the trace. If I choose 3, return incomplete data, that means incomplete data, if I return it, there will be no audit log. So there will be no one to work on that. No one will investigate that. So collect the incomplete items as raw data. Choose here, and also we can have some program enhancement here. Okay, so remember bit enrichment events were there. Here seat enrichment event you'll find enrich and check raw data. Okay, mostly event 5 and event 10 were used earlier. Here also you can use these events, different events you can use. Let me check in the other class, if other seat class, if any event is assigned. TFK series events are generally assigned anything, say this one. See one, okay, one custom event is also assigned, event 10 enrichment and check when creating. So here while creating you can add the logic. So in bit scenario I have told you that in that Iraqi project, the customer, when the bit is when we receive the customer bit, we don't get the uh, payment card information. Okay, so in the bit enhancement event we have written a logic to get the payment card information. Like CC does not push the payment card information. Okay, the authorization amount, the card data and all. So we have written the logic that whenever we receive that kind of bit type, and if the bit type is um, uh, if the customer has bank details, sorry, if the customer has card details in the master data, fetch the card type. Like we had 0002, which was American Express card, and fetch the card from the C card table or BUT0CC table. Okay, so fetch it and create the payment item. So that sort of logic we wrote in one project, and also I have shown you that in another project, the from the Plaza ID we used to fetch the profit center. So similar to this, while generating the seat also you can derive such kind of logic, and you can write these logics here. Here I see a Z function module, but I don't know if any custom code is written or just it is copied as Z. Let me see if this is training environment, if somebody has written any code or not. looks like the standard one only. Looks like they have just created a Z function module and activated, nothing else. They have not written any other code. Okay, so everything is standard here. Anyway, so you can write your own code and assign here. So that means when the seat is generated, as soon as it is generated, during generation itself, you want to derive something internally, and you can derive. Okay, so this different events are there. Event number 5, enhancement and check items for transfer. Sorry, enhancement and check of raw data. Generally, we do the I mean we enhance the event number 10. Why? Because this is for billable item and 5 is for raw data. Okay, mostly raw data we don't do anything, but sometimes it may happen that the raw data we are transferring to rateable. Then also in event number 03 we can also write a logic. Okay, anyways, that is custom part, so just save it. My this config is done. That is um, how we receive. Okay, processing rule for consumption item. If I want to show you this part in a separate screen, if img, just for quick reference, convergent invoicing, basic functions, billable item management. See here, I added defined processing rules. Who is joining? Sort of. Okay. So here we had under billable item management, we had defined processing rule for billable item, and here our Z102 had two. And in Z102 also we can have this enhancement. Okay. So now this is for enrichment and check of billable item, and this is similar to Z102. Oops, I just added the event. How come the event is gone? Oh, I think I did not add. I saw it in C30. Enrichment and check when creating consumption item. Okay, so even if I add that to my to my, what do I say, to my seed class, there will be no difference. Okay, because I don't have any. First of all, it doesn't have any custom code written over it. Also, I don't have any such fields. Okay, so I'm not adding. Okay, ZC30 has it. I can add it to Z102, or I may not. I can skip it. No matter. Sorry, there is no difference. Okay, so just wanted to show that these are similar to bit class. We have already gone through these routes. Okay, activate billable item class, define processing rule for billable item. Activate classes for consumption item, define processing rule for consumption item. Okay. Okay, next we'll go to in the consumption item. Here also we have make settings for data storage. So I did not put 01, 02, 03, 04. If somebody has done, they can also have this period category defined. Okay, see here for the first month only 00 for the like for the first month 000102 table will be filled. The third, fourth, fifth, uh, sorry, in the second month 3, 4, 5, like that people have distributed, bifurcated. If the data is huge, these sort of things are done. We're not doing anything here. Now define exception reason for consumption item. So it may happen that we receive seats similar to bit. We may also want to accept a seat. Define exception reason. So come here and exception reasons are created. I'll just copy and create one more Z2. I'll copy and I'll create Z3. Uh, Incorrect seat. What should I write here? Wrong. Uh, Wrong seats. Okay, just something I had to write. Incorrect. So just I added something different and status group. That means uh, I can accept rateable and raw. That is all. Okay, we have seen that it can be the accepted can happen from raw. That is called raw accepted, or it can happen from billable also. That is called billable accepted. So here also the exception I can do from raw data, raw accepted, or for rateable data, rateable accepted. Okay. Exception reason is done here. Next we'll have restoration reason. So if I want to accept, I may want to restore back. Okay, just the flip side of the coin. So restoration reason also I will put here. I'll create Z3, copy Z3. I'll call it restored incorrect data. Okay, again I can restore from rateable accepted or raw accepted, both I can restore it from. Enter, save. Okay, then we have some fine tuning. This rating type can be used during rating group. Okay, it is not mandatory, you can create, or let me see this config from the SAP, from the ebook. Hang on. After this we next we have, okay, rating group I have not reached yet. Next will be, I'll go to the rating group in the PDF also. Let me quickly check. Okay, it is not mentioned at all. Anyway, so rating type, it's optional, so we may or may not create. So let me skip the, or let me create one rating type. New entry, just create one. Later we'll assign it. Okay, downstream in the down below nodes we will assign. So let me create one Z102, Z102 partner rating type. Save. Next we have, now we have consumption item types. Okay, this is similar to billable item types. Remember, we have created multiple billable items like license fee, hardware fee, installation fee, blah blah. Similar to that, we will have consumption item types. So whenever we'll receive the seats, we'll receive at a particular seat type. So that will configure here. Okay, so come here. I think some consumption seat types are already created. Somebody is waiting. He's waiting. Just a minute. Karthik. Oh, old message. Sorry. Karthik, you are here, right? Okay, you're here.
Yes, Abhudra, joined already. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, okay. No issue. So now I'll click on new entry. So Z102. We can we can I can have watch time. Okay. Say in an OTT platform, how many times have you watched? Okay, that can be a consumption. Z103 downloads, how many GB you have downloaded. This can be another so this is all will be consumption, not recurring, not one time. Okay. Z1034, I can have um we can have live streaming. I mean, based on the business, whatever are the different types of consumption you can do here. For telecom business, we can have um, talk time, something like that. How many times, I mean, how many minutes have you talked, or how much data you consumed. Okay, these are all the consumption item type. Similar to billable item type, we have seat type. Okay, this is done. Next, define types of IDs for consumption item. Here we will receive the consumption item in here CICIT. Okay, consumption item from SAP CI. Previously, our what do I say, our bits were coming in triple CIT, consumption item for from SAP CC online rating. So when the rating happens in CC and we receive the bit directly, the item ID type is triple CIT. Now it will be CICIT. Okay, can I ask somebody to go on mute? Srujan, I'm muting you. If you have any question, just unmute and ask. Thank you. Okay, so if I see /o fkk pix bit underscore mon, you will see that just invoiced item in our bit class Z102. Here we'll see we'll mostly have triple CIT. Okay, this one triple CIT or credit memo or DBIT. Debit memo will be DBIT. Now in the seat generation, when the seat will be generated, it will be CICIT. Okay, it is generally CICIT, but sometime if require, like I have seen in our project for partner, we have created a separate consumption item type. I mean separate um, ID type. Okay. Anyway, so no change here. This is done. Now collapse it, consumption item management, collapse it. Go to reversal of consumption item. You know reversal also. Reversal means it cannot be restored back. Exception means it can be restored back. Reversal means it cannot be restored back. So define reasons for reversal item. Come here again. I'll create reverse erroneous build. Copy y3. I'll create y3. I'll call it delete erroneous bit. Okay, so I can reverse from any stage. Maybe it is at rateable, I can reverse it from rateable, I can reverse it from raw also. Okay, save, come out, define standard settings for, so one of them has been defaulted. Okay, so let me do y3 since I have created y3. Anyways, during reversal also it will ask me, do you want to change it or keep it y3? So this is done. Now we'll go to the dedicated note of sit. Okay, like here in the basic function we generally do for billing related config, then we also have a dedicated note for billing like this one. Similarly, we have a dedicated note for rating. Okay, so the moment I go to rating, first I'll get rating group, define rating group. Okay, let's understand. So I just saw that in the PPT rating group is explained. So here we have rating group. Rating group rating group is similar to our billing process. Okay, remember when we configured the billing process, we assigned grouping variant, then aggregation variant, selection variant. Here also we'll be assigning grouping variant, aggregation variant, rating type will be assigned. Okay, so I think I skipped, no, I did, I created because it is optional. So a rating group is responsible for the selection of consumption items and their grouping into rating units and the call of the rating module. Okay, so here you see that for this rating group, sit class CVOI is CVOI will be rated using this rate class, using this rating group. Okay, and also we can assign some FM function module. Here it is saying that in this rating group YN002, TRB1, TRB2, TRBT, these three seat classes will be rated together using this rating group. Again, here also, here a function module is assigned in CC. Okay, so when the rating happens in CC, this rating group will be used. When the rating happens in CI, because CI the rating is simpler, we can do rating here. I mean, 1:1 relationship. Okay, so here it says in a rating group, you can group consumption items together based on both business and technical aspects, whatever may be the requirement. For example, you can assign classes for end customer items and partner consumption items to separate rating groups, with the result that the items of these classes can be processed in separate rating process and can be rated if necessary by different rating system or rating modules. Here the example it has given that I told you that partner seat generation is one example of consumption item. So if you are getting both customer seat and partner, that is vendor seat, we can assign separate rating group for it. Okay, because the customer ones will be created as a receivable item. When the billing invoicing is happened in the FICA, it will hit the AR recon account and the partner will hit AP recon account. So here you can assign two separate group. Okay, in the business example it is mentioned rating group RVOI, the first one selects consumption items from consumption item class CVOI. Okay, it covers only from CVOI. However, rating group YN002 selects TRB1, TRB2, TRBT consumption item classes. So here uh, I mean rates it selects items from these three classes, and this one selects item from only one class. Okay. This is rating group. before rating process. So let's configure intro. Let's configure a rating group. Rating process. Okay, I was in rating group. So we will define a rating group here. So new entry Z102 Z102 partner rating group. Okay, here we can assign a grouping variant. We have not configured one. Once we configure, below notes we'll configure. Once we configure, we can create a we can assign the grouping variant. Save, and here we can assign a program. You see program extension. Here also we've been given different events. So rating, create rating units, enrich rating units, enrich billable items. Okay. So here mostly you'll see in your project some enhancement has been made. Enrich billable item, because when the rating this one is creation of rating units, and this one is during rating the billable item, the end result of rating is generation of billable item. So you'll see here when the billable item will be generated, we can do some sort of enrichment, some sort of uh, like customer driven logic we can add here. For example, we have seen that in DTDC there is one requirement. Let me open Excel and show. So those who don't know, DTDC is a logistic based company who is like a post and parcel, which um, ships different items from one part to another part of India. For example, say you work, you have joined a remote opportunity, work from home. Your office is at Bangalore and you are working from maybe Delhi, then you'll receive your laptop via courier. So DTDC, Blue Dart, they can transfer. Okay. So DTDC, we have seen that there is a requirement that there is a handover date and there is a delivery date. That is, whenever we will hand it over to DTDC, they must ship the item on that very date. Okay. Say the shipping happens at a particular time. So if you go to the DTDC office and you deliver your parcel, say be it laptop or whatever may be the parcel, once you deliver it to them, they have to pack it. And if and the daily shipment happens at a particular time, okay, say 8 o'clock in the evening, in the night. So say you deliver it at well ahead of that, say 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and if they cannot deliver it on that date, and that is if they cannot ship it on that date, then there will be a penalty clause. So how did we handle it? So in the sheet we generated, we added two custom field: ZZ handover date and ZZ shipment date. Okay. So shipment date, they cannot lie. Whenever the parcel is received, the receiver will check what is the shipment date. Say I'm going to ship a parcel to somebody. Say I'm going to ship a parcel to Sanjay. Now, I if I so today is 29th of Jan. If I hand it over to DTDC, I will receive a receipt from DTDC saying that the handover happened on 29th of Jan, and I'm handing it over at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. in the morning. So well ahead of the shipment time, which is 8 p.m. in the evening, in the night. Okay. So I hand it over and say shipment cannot lie. Even if they ship it at on 30th, but they cannot say that I have shipped it on 29th, because the recipient, Sanjay, will see the shipment date. Okay. So if the shipment date is not equal to handover date, also times are there whenever the handover time has happened. So we added me. Say I'm going to hand it, I ship it at 11:30:25. Okay, sorry, I hand it over to DTTC on this date and on this time, and the shipment happens today only, and shipment time happens at say 8. Sorry, 8 means 20 hours, 20:30, say something like 56. If this is the scenario, it is fine, there is no issue. However, if the shipment happens on a later date, say for this another example, another seat line, this is one seat, uh, consumption item 1, and this is consumption item 2. Okay, so here the shipment happens on 2025. Okay, and maybe whatever time, say in the night itself they only ship it, say 20, the flight, maybe the timestamp is written like this. Okay, so here the shipment is 1 day after. Now when the rating happens, they refers to the late fee clause in the CC. Okay, so in our Z function module, so here I have mentioned that generation enrich billable item. So when the billable item is generated, so after rating, the billable item is supposed to be generated. When the billable item is generated, for this one bit is generated. Okay, simple, bit one. For this, two bits are generated. Okay, so one is bit one, and okay, because I have number one is assigned there, so it will generate bit one and bit two. So say after calculation, this shipment cost comes to be say 2000 rupees, and for the second one the shipment cost is say 2500, and a late fee will be charged. Okay, late fee will be charged, meaning that this is like a payable for DDC for the client. So the bits are configured in the backend, so a late fee bit will be generated. Say here a late fee of 100, say 100 rupees per day of delay, or maybe say 200 rupees per day of delay. So using this event, what using this function model, Z function model, we have added there we have written the find the difference between ZZ shipment date versus ZZ handover date. If the dates are different, obviously the times will be also considered. Say handover happens 9 o'clock. Okay, if night 9 o'clock, that is 2100 hours, then the shipment, there will be no penalty clause. But if since the handover happens after a particular time, then a penalty will be applied. So the final, when the bits will be generated, the invoice will be generated, it will not be 2500, it will be 2300. Why? Because there is a penalty clause. If there is more day of delay, say instead of 30th, the next flight is say 30th, say they do it on 31st, further it can be minus 400. Okay, so this kind of custom logic you can write. The days of delay can be written in CC. So when it is referred to CC, in CC it is written what is the delay. Okay, and apart from that, some, this is not as simple as that, there are some other complex calculations are available also. Say weight of the parcel, it also depends on that. Okay, some business logic that we have learned yesterday, some complex business logic is written. And all of them are I mean, without, if I don't put a I mean, if I want to achieve this, I will put a custom function model here. Okay, so this kind of thing can be done here. Okay.
Yes,
Mhm.
so penalty will be charged to whom? To customer or DTDC?
To DTTC,
Alright.
minus,
So
if you add
handover and
plus, that
shipment
will
both
be
are handled by DTDC only, right? They
DTTC.
themselves.
Yes,
So
yes.
so late fee will be charged by themselves only, right?
No, 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 no. Say I have handed over to DTTC in the morning today, and they ship the last shipment for the day happens at 8:30 in the night. So if I have handover and DTDC has given me the receipt, it is their responsibility to ship it by today only. If they cannot ship it, if they ship it after today, that is if they ship it tomorrow, say tomorrow morning flight they ship, even if they ship it tomorrow morning flight, then they have to pay some uh, penalty clause. It is their lookout because they delayed the shipment.
So it's a kind of discount to customer, right? It's not exactly
Yes.
discount. It's like a less amount.
Yeah, yeah, in a way it can be a discount, but it is a penalty to TTDC, not to the customer. Okay, just one example. Maybe in the delivery side also it can have a penalty to customer. Okay, say first attempt, second attempt. So we also, I mean, we also record the attempts. I have seen. I have seen in the delivery side also they record the attempts, how many attempts we have taken, say customer not available, they are not at home, they are traveling. So that side, if they want to penalize the customer, then that can be a real late fee that we have learned in FICA and all. Okay, but the first one that I'm talking about, this is like a additional credit bit will be generated to compensate the customer for the delay. Okay, so again depends on the class of customer or which seat class it is coming in. Okay, they have different coinage, different naming convention terminology. Okay, so let's not get into that. So just shown you an example how this can be enhanced. Okay, so I'm not doing anything. Let me remove this, or let me. Anyways, I will not be able to show anything here. So let me see if I have some extension in other program extension is other. So here you see event 30 is assigned. Okay, so rating and enrich billable item. So event 30. So let me also assign. I mean, it doesn't matter in this environment. So I'm assigning here also. Standard only, it can be created as Z, and the whatever logic you want, that logic can be added. Okay, now next, assign consumption item classes to rating group. Now here whatever seed classes I generated, sorry, what one seed class only, I will assign my rating group. So my seed class is Z102 and my rating group is also Z102. Save. Next we have, number range is simple. Number range is already created. You don't have to create number range. I think number range is created. The next one is here derivation of standard attributes of billable item. So here, um, once I do the rating process, it will create the bits. Now, which bit type will it create? Okay, that linkage, which seed class is linked to which bit class, that kind of linkage will be assigned here. If this derivation is not as simple as that, not 1:1, then you will write the code here. he- Here, okay, like the ZZ handover. So sometimes it may happen that this derivation is not 1:1, like one seed class will always generate, say in my case my seed class 102, Z102 will always create bits in Z102. It may not be that simple. There may be some different variation. In that case you can write the logic here in the that 30 event that I have shown you. You can configure, you can create your ZFM. Okay, so define derivation standard attributes, derivation of standard attribute for billable types come here. So here against rating group will assign the billable item class, bit class. Okay, then we have sub process billable item, and so here CICIT, the source transaction type. And if you want that these are not enough, let me see what else do I have. Go to select keys. I think we have, yeah, we have couple of more. So we can add already in the rating group. I have already added the seat class in the previous node. That's why the seat class is unchecked here. Okay, what am I talking about? Let me show you. So here I can assign rating group with bit class. Then where do I assign the seat class? So if you go back to the rating group. In the rating group, I have already assigned. Sorry, not here. Here in the rating, against the rating group I have already assigned, sorry, here against the rating group I have already assigned the seat class. Okay, so if you want that this rating group to be assigned with multiple seat class, then you can assign with multiple seat class, but here the class seat class is the primary key. So if I want that Z102 to be assigned with Z030 also, it will not let me because Z102 is a primary key. I mean, I want Z102, I mean, ZC30 and ZC30 is there. Along with that, I want Z1, ZC30 and Z102. The primary key will not permit, but that kind of, so that way we are losing some mapping. So for to achieve that mapping, you can come here, derivation rule, and here you can turn on the absent select keys, the off, the turned off select keys. Okay, so consumption item class also you can add, and seed types you can add. Okay, that way seed type and bit type can be also mapped. So we have created seed type like um, movies download, talk time, those can be also be mapped. Okay, so I'll create my rating group is Z102. Okay, I have not activated the other list types. Okay, that is seed class and all I have not activated. It will be mapped with billable item class Z102. I'm showing simple derivation. Okay, it may happen that this derivation can happen, the identifier, the I mean based on some other attribute, not the ones that you see in the screen. Okay, many a times it happens, we have already seen that in say invoice posting, the GL determination happens based on company code, division, ADID, main transaction, sub transaction. But it may happen that based on something else you want to do, then you have to enhance. Similarly, if the this derivation happens on based on something else which SAP has not given, then you in the FM you have to write the logic. That 30 event I have mentioned there, you create a ZFM, then you can do the logic based on a Z field. Say the Z field is passing me X, then you derive another bit class. Z field is passing blank, then you derive another bit class. Okay, like that you can write the logic over there. Here in the standard way I'm showing, my bit class is Z102, and sub process also I did Z102. Bit type I had installation software recording. Okay, I did not create anything for consumption. Okay, usage based. So let me do license. Now license will be fixed only. So software fee I'll do. Okay, it is more like rating type. I mean consumption type. Then source transaction type is CI/CIT, which will be but SAP CI rated item. Okay, CI/CIT. Okay, SIPC we use for partner rated item. Okay, let me do SIPC only because we are showing here. Anyways, partner I'll show separately. I'll go CI/CIT and save. Okay, so this is 1:1 mapping. If you have multiple mapping, which is more complicated, which can be derived based on not this identifier but something else, then you will write the logic in that program. Okay, so we'll take a short break of 1 minute. Please join back after 1 minute. Thank you.